You should try them with your friends in a safe environment.
Yeah.
And good ones. Don't buy shit.
Don't buy shitty drugs.
It'll make your life better.
Yeah, drugs are good.
Prude. You should do drugs.
Don't be a dick. Mm-hmm. Take the drugs.
Mm-hmm. I was like, yeah, this whole no drugs thing, it's not going to make your life good.
No!
It's just not the way that...
Just saying no made everyone miserable. And you know what? When Nancy Reagan started that campaign, her bulimia was out of control. That bitch was so fucking hungry, she would have said anything.
She would have felt better if she had drugs.
She would have felt better. She would have been able to eat if she had drugs. If she had been smoking weed, then her bulimia wouldn't have gotten the better of her.
I said, I really just absolutely can't, girls. And I said, and they just looked at me like totally shocked about the drugs thing. And I said, you should really talk to each other about it. You should do drugs together.
Yeah.
Like, drugs are
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything you know about that you've been taught is wrong.
Well, honestly...
And they were like, but... how do you know? And I said, because I do drugs.
Because I do drugs.
I was like, not shitty ones. Like, don't do heroin.
Don't do heroin. Bad. That's bad. But yeah,
I was like,
pot.
crack? No. I was like, hallucinogens, marijuana.
Yeah.
Those are things that are okay.
Aspirin.
In moderation, with the right people, in a safe environment.
Yeah.
I was like, read some Carlos Castaneda.
Damn.
You know? And they were just like, and then they turned to the leader, and they were like, and the leader was like, I told you guys. Like, she was like, that's what I was trying to say. Like,
wait, to them about doing drugs, or to them about talking to you?
No, about drugs. And they were like, one of them, they had peer pressured into being straight.
Yeah.
And like not entertaining that would be a good idea ever.
Okay. So the one cool chick was like, yeah, she's right.
And,
fucking Salinas 2001, yo. I complimented this chick at Ike's recently about, like, one of my customers. I was like, I really like your vato makeup. It's so pretty.
Did she have the...
Yeah, but also perfect lips. Oh my god. Her face was flawless.
Yeah.
You could tell that it, like, the foundation had been applied incredibly nicely.
Pancake?
Not pancake. You could see, like, she blended nicely. She was exquisite. It was like San Jose classic makeup. And I told her that. She did not seem pleased. But I was like, I am intimidated by how great your makeup is. I wish all girls in Seattle had this look.
Well, I don't think anyone in Seattle says the word vato.
I know, she did. That was when she was like, wow. But every once in a while when I say it to people, they get like a secret smile. Like they're like, oh, I didn't know that you knew that word.
It's not very cool to be Mexican right now because you might get arrested and sent across the border.
Oh.
And so, like, you kind of... It's like when people would try to pass as white during all the controversy in the past.
Yeah.
It's like that.
It's like that.
Right now for them.
Right. Right, because we're like... what do you call it? Trying to exterminate a whole race. Yeah.
We're trying to white up.
White out.
White out.
White out.
It's so gross.
I can't believe how filthy the incest those kids are. Did you hear any of those stories this week? It was gnarly.
I can't.
Yeah.
I can't take anymore.
Yeah.
I read the news too much.
Okay.
It made me really
sick to your stomach. Like, we're the bad guys.
We're the bad guys.
We can't say different. It's for real. USA. Concentration camps.
I thought it was so sweet that JP like pushed me out the door on a date last night and
I'm so glad
set me up with Sean.
I really like that you were like, did you call him Hung Jesus? Is that what it was?
Jesus.
Sexy Jesus.
Yeah, but I didn't tell him that.
One of my favorite guys that me and Emily fought over until I was like, you're the only girl I ever fight over guys with, and it's because after I go out with someone, you decide you want to fuck them. So once I laid that out for her, she was like, yeah. So anyway, one of the guys that we had like a real tug of war over was this guy who worked at the mall. I don't even remember what he did. he was an idiot. We should not have been fighting over that boy. We were way smarter than him. But at some point, he and I were like making out in his car, and he was telling me a story about how he went to a party as Jesus. And everybody was like, I want to dance with you, Jesus. And he was always like, Jesus is too drunk to dance. And I thought that was like a great line. And that was maybe the reason why I fought so hard for that idiot. I don't know. He fell for her hardcore.
Jesus is too drunk to dance.
Jesus is too drunk to dance. You know, most of my other ex-boyfriends don't have a really cool line like that I remember.
I can see the blind attraction. But he just... I can't find my favorite black vests anywhere, and I've had one since I was like 18, and I love it. And it's like one of my cleavage pieces that is like low, and it's 3 buttons, and it's flat here, and it has little points and big pockets. And I can't find it anywhere. I've had it for 20 years. I'm super sad about it, and I always wear it in the summer. And I pulled out all my summer boxes of clothes, and I can't find it anywhere. So I know, like, Sean is super into vests, and so is his kiddo. And so I finally, like, wrote him and asked him if he thought I might have left it anywhere in his place. Even. And, like, Sean has he has a box of Lost and Found. It's like
I know, because he's a fucking whore.
I know. And so
it's kind of the nicest thing about him is he would definitely put a box together.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, go ahead and go through the box, man.
And so
I mean, we fucked in the last year. That's where that shit goes.
So he actually looked everywhere for it, and he found 2, and it was like, are these them? And I was surprised, but I was like, I thought that was sweet, because I haven't talked to him in a long time. Yeah. And he just like...
That is a very kind ex-lover thing to do.
But he was like a dick the last time, I don't know, the last time I saw him, I was like...
Well, you guys go back and forth. Sometimes he's a dick, and sometimes he's great.
And so then I was like, oh, okay, cool. And he said that he was going to France with his kiddo for their summer vacation. And that he said, I'm running out of time to get that to you before we go. And I'm like, well, you can just leave it on my porch.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, well, I mean, I thought we were going to, like, hang out.
Wait, I'm not going to stick it to you?
And I was like...
I want to put it inside you first.
Like, what?
Why would we talk?
Like,
I just
what?
need the vest.
And I was like, oh, you wanted to catch up or something? And I just...
Yeah, because he's really good at feelings and paying attention to what's going on in your life, Joy. That's what he's for.
But he was for...
a minute.
For, like, when he was an addict and he was addicted to me.
Yes.
And my cookie.
Yes.
And
he was addicted to your vagina, and
now
then he
that's
was
over.
paid special attention to you. And now you get fleeting glimpses of his attention.
But and like mediocre sex.
And mediocre sex.
And so...
Yeah. Because once a sex addict has given you up,
I don't know.
he picks you up as half-heartedly as ex-smokers pick up cigarettes.
And with resentment.
With resentment.
And some
okay, I'm only going to have a few puffs because I don't want to get addicted again.
Yeah.
That's how he treats hanging out with you.
Lisa, you're like murdering this so good.
Yeah. He, like, as an ex-addict, he's a dick to you like ex-addicts are to cigarettes.
So they're addiction.
And then how they're like, they disparage people who still smoke. Like, so he sort of like wants to disparage like your whole...
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then he was like sweet for a minute and was trying to make plans with me, and you know, like, I don't know, I had flashes like, oh, we could actually have a nice evening together.
Yeah.
And so then he said, well, you know, if you want to send me any like dirty pictures to remind me of what's to come or something, you know.
Okay.
But I was like, oh honey, you're not worthy of any pictures.
Do you have stock twat shots?
Oh, 100%.
Okay.
I have stock like lingerie shoots of me, selfie lingerie, selfie nudes, selfie toys, selfie.
Oh my god! I have to make that. You and Lydia both are like super.
No, I have a
set.
catalog.
Yeah, she has a fucking catalog, and she like also does the same thing where she's like, "This pictures are ready to go, but I don't know if you've earned it yet."
Yeah.
Okay, you're right. I gotta do it.
And I have different outfits in different settings
Okay.
from different years.
Okay.
But, like, you can't tell, really.
Right. Because none of them are like close-ups of your like skin as it ages.
Or my face.
Yeah, really. Yeah, your face is never the point of these. So nobody's like that 20-year-old twat versus that 40-year-old twat.
Yeah.
Like you can't tell. Nobody can tell.
And so I was just like, but then I thought, well, but you know, I don't mind sending him directions. Like, I'll tell him what the itinerary is, you know.
Yeah.
So I sent him, so the first one I sent him, you'll think it's hilarious, actually.
You know what? Tyler told me that since I have a book, that I should think about investing in some professional.
And he's like that. So that's the one I sent him after he asked me requested, like, naughty pictures and like something saucy. That's the first, and he's like, and then I sent him a bunch of other stuff, like dirty. And so I sent him this one, right?
Why don't you send me this shit, man?
Okay, and then I didn't send him that one because it was too saucy. I sent him this one because it's creepy.
So creepy.
And it looks like something I wear to bed, actually.
Yeah, and it also looks like a terrifying animal is clawing its way out of your vagina.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So then I wrote, oh, and this one's me as an old lady. Okay?
That cat looks like a straight up pussy.
Oh
my god. He looks
Doesn't he look like me as an old lady?
Yeah, he looks like you from like in like 20 years.
5. I can pick up smoking again. Right?
Oh my god,
I didn't send him that one because it's too hot.
Yeah.
And then I didn't send him that one
because it's too hot.
Yeah. And then I didn't send him this one yet, but he loves eating like meat and he knows all the cuts and everything.
Oh my god. Oh my god, Jesus. All right.
Yeah, and then I didn't.
Oh my god, why is this Batgirl chowing down? Why do you have so many Batgirl porns?
I just have a lot of porn.
Why do you have so much Batgirl
Because I
porn?
deleted the other stuff. I
It
needed the room.
feels
I had to
like
download
you're
an app.
fetishizing our childhood a little bit.
No. Because the radiologist, like, we
Yes.
were only speaking in cat pictures.
Right? And so
so-
you had to find sexy cat pictures?
No, I was trying to figure out like if anyone has accomplished posing with cats on top of them in ways that are hot.
Okay.
And so I was looking for that.
Which is not.
Because I was
I
trying
mean,
to, like-
unless the cat's declawed, it's really hard to pose with a cat on top of you in a sexy way comfortably.
Well, and it doesn't ever like. So then when I was Googling, like I was looking for it.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't find it anywhere, and
Yeah.
it just whenever if it's not a kitten, it doesn't. It's not sexy.
No, it just looks like a woman trying to have sex with a cat, right?
They all just look like cat ladies with and the cat has like baggy ass. So, like, there's always like a thing about the cat that's like not sexy. Okay? And it doesn't matter like whether you have it across your chest, when you're cooking, or like in the booty or
It's
whatever.
just always terrifying to see a cat
It just
on top
never
of a
looks-
woman.
like it just doesn't look right. So that's why I had all those. It's because I was like,
The cat. You're
but I
looking for
deleted
cat
a
porn.
bunch of the other porn that I already sent because I needed the room on my phone. And I already sent him the thing. So then I sent him this whole thing, and I had like everything planned because I like to send like exactly what I want in which order, how much time that's gonna take to do all the things, you know, so that somebody's like clearing their calendar and expecting to work hard that night. Right? No, I'm
Yes.
serious.
No, I know you're serious. This is my favorite thing about you is that you have very high sexual standards, very
Yeah.
stringent sexual standards.
100%. This is the
Yeah.
end of our wine.
I know, but you have that flask, don't you? I saw the flask.
But I was gonna drive.
I know you're gonna drive, so the flask was just for me. which is why you can finish the wine if you want. Yeah.
But so after I do all that work, and then he's all excited about all the things that I planned out.
Is that crow that's following you around?
They all follow.
Oh.
They all follow me.
All right.
They're just.
Hi, buddy. I'm her sister.
You can feed him.
Tell all the friends. You can come closer if you want to. Creepy crow, come on. Come on, buddy. We'll feed ya.
Then he's like, ooh, that sounds amazing. Hey, buddy. Here. Come here. Here.
Come on. Come on. We got food for you. I know you're listening. This is for you. Come on.
Exactly.
Yeah. Come get it, buddy. Yeah, you're a good buddy. Come get it.
Go ahead.
Come on.
Go get it.
It's right here. Right there. You're going to have to come a little closer. It's okay.
Stop talking. Look at it later. Okay, so then after he says like, ooh, that sounds nice, I haven't had that in a while. I said, oh, it almost sounds like you miss me. And then he was like a narcissist. And then I was like, date canceled.
Right.
And so I did not open the message and I did not respond.
Good.
And if it was French fries, he'd already be here.
I know. It's
These
because
aren't
it's
good.
pea fries. Pea fries? It sounds like...
They're crisps.
Okay, but they're like sweet peas. Fries.
They just don't have as much smell. You can stop throwing things at me.
Alright. I like that he's hiding behind the tree like a toddler.
I know.
Cute little bird. Oh, good, there's no one. If you make friends with the crows now, when the world explodes in the next 5 years and The Walking Dead starts to happen, then we should be cool.
Yeah. It's not going to be like 28 days later. But I've been friends with the crows since Onyx died.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, ever since my black man left,
Yeah.
they've followed me around everywhere. Like when I was mourning him, the second I would open my door to leave, they were always following me. And they would always like go everywhere with me. And as soon as I'd get on my car door, they would go with me to wherever, like the store I was going into. They'd be there when I was coming out. They were with me all the time.
That's nice. Janae gets super creeped out by crows. It's super funny. So it turns out that that I said yes to drugs when apparently you're supposed to say no.
No, you're not. I mean, Tyler took forever to pursue his dreams. He's repressed. Right, you're not supposed to. We made great decisions.
So last night I did the art show and I ended up talking to Lana and she was like, I have a sewing machine. I can just give it to you. I'm not using it. I was like, perfect. I need a sewing machine. And she was like, yeah. I was like, and I can sew you the perfect dress. And she was like, all right, but you can also use it for your ship. And that was cool. And then I talked to another guy about where to sell his art around town and how to reproduce it nicely so he doesn't have to sell his originals and all kinds of shit. And then we were walking to the bathroom afterwards. Lana got me an Uber home. And on the way back, I realized that there's another studio in the same building now that's also selling art for Art Walk. And so I stopped in and I was like, I'm so excited you guys are here because the more of us that are here in this building, the bigger a hotspot this place will be. And we'll all make more money. So I'm really glad you guys are selling shit. Thanks for being open for Art Walk. And the chick behind the counter is eyeing my tits and she's like, I'm just thinking about that last time that I motorboated you. And I was like, oh my God, that's so awesome! And she's like, yeah. And I gave him your cards. And I was like, and then you guys had sex, right? She was like, we've totally had sex a lot since then. That was 7 years ago. I was like, oh my God, this is so great. I totally made stuff happen in your vagina and I didn't have to be there. And then she was like, you totally did. And then I looked around and I was like, and my thing last night, and I think going forward this will be my thing, is that I was like, oh good, there's a person of color here. And I looked at her and I was like, I'm doing a thing where I give people art for reparations. I have benefited from white privilege. I would like you to benefit from the white privilege I've experienced, so you get a free piece of art. And so she picked something out and she was like, thank you very much. And it just seems like when I say that to people, they're like, oh, that makes me feel good. It makes me feel good that you are saying that, because that's my experience, is that you've benefited from white privilege, I haven't, and now I'm benefiting from it, and that makes me feel better. You know what I mean? It was like some of the conversations I had last night when I was selling art. Yeah, exactly. And literally, like, John and Sherry take care of me, and because of their support, I've been able to continue making art. I can afford to give it to and share it with a community that hasn't benefited from that kind of white privilege. You know, they both had great careers because
they're white.
Well, I think that has something to do with it, yeah. Even in Silicon Valley, like, that's real. You know?
Yeah.
Things were easier for us, so it felt good and it felt nice, and it was also fun too. Like yesterday, I didn't even realize it, but people are making a big deal about the black Ariel thing, and I've already been drawing black mermaids for so long that I was like, oh, black mermaids have always been a thing.
They're real.
They're more real than white mermaids.
Yeah, they get hella sun.
Right? They're like, white mermaids are like figments of the imagination of white people. Like, mermaids are either black or green, or black green, or green black. Right? They have to live on algae, first of all. You know. And then, so they're going to be a little greenish, but there's no pigment at the very bottom of the ocean where I'm assuming that they live most of their lives, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
I don't know. The dad played with his kids so much. You never see that. You usually just see people that are like, go entertain yourselves. We're at a fucking park. But he like wrestled with them and did gymnastics with them the whole time.
Aww.
And then I pet their dog. I didn't know that was their dog, but their dog gave me so much love.
Aww, he seems happy too. Well, that's good.
Isn't the dog super happy?
Yeah, that dog is super happy.
And like the dog listens with one little point.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a good listener. That guy looks military too.
Yeah, that's true. The cut.
Yeah.
And the stance.
Yeah, I was going to say the stance.
And his kids were so excited, and he kept flipping her into somersaults. She has your old haircut.
Yeah.
He kept flipping her into somersaults where she was somersaulting on him.
Aww.
Mm-hmm. And, yeah, you never see people pay that much attention to their kids while they're at the beach.
No.
Yeah, they do seem very military. Good call. All of them. Because as soon as he said, okay, get your shoes on, we gotta pack up, they just did.
Yeah.
Nobody, and like, the dog doesn't have to have a leash held. Like, everybody's like, doing the thing that they should be doing. But they're all happy and they're all, present when they're doing their thing.
That's the thing I like about that culture, is that it's a little bit like the Amish, in which they take pleasure in the chores. Mm-hmm. And I think that that's part of what makes a happy, healthy family environment, is when you're like, well, yeah, the chores have to get done. We should do them together and have a good time while we do them.
When I taught the boys that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a much better way of looking at it than like, you know, the whole martyr, one person has to do all the shit.
That doesn't work. It's weird.
Yeah, sexism ends up being weird.
Okay, honey, if you're gonna swim, you better go.
All right, I'm gonna go. All right, I'm gonna stop recording us.